Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In this episode, we're going to try to get a spark on cylinder 1. Having a bit of trouble, so let's get it done. Thanks for tuning in, guys. If you haven't yet, please consider hitting that subscribe button and the post notification bell if you feel like it. With that being said, let's get into it. Alrighty boys, so I've tried the timing light, I think it was last episode, and it was not flashing. And I was trying to get the base timing set on the computer, and I only thought about it today. Or even one of you guys commented that it's probably an earthing issue. If that's not going off, I'm not getting a spark. Let's check the earth and the power to the coils, so we know that the trigger to the ECU is correct. One thing I've changed is I've got a Philonic spacer between the manifold and the block, and I actually moved the crank, cam and knock sensor to an earth down here on the block where it used to be up here, and that's why I've still got that one there. Over here is the earths for the coils, so one of them's for the coils and the other one goes back to the ECU. So I'm going to test out the earths, see how they are, and just with the multimeter see how much voltage can get through pretty much. And then what I might do is I bought some 15 amp wire. I might run that from there or from here, probably from here down to the block, and then I'll earth the block again to the body and run an earth up to this one. So if the earth is all good, and then it comes to the power, I'll change the power over to here and we'll fuse that and send that down to the coils, maybe even the injectors. So everything's by themselves up here, all fused. We've got 6 spots to take in, so we've got plenty of room. Yeah, we're just gonna have a bit of a messy engine bay until I get everything figured out. That might also be why you might see the throttle position sensor going a bit crazy, because of the earth. That earth is actually is a signal ground, power and 5 volt. Oh, if you didn't know, also the 3-inch V-band there, it came in for the dump. And I've also got some transmission fluid for the power steering. It's pretty much waiting for first start up, get it all good, and then I'll do that. Got my little bag of goodies here from work. I took all the wiring diagrams to work today, and I've got the wire, 15 amp wire, and a single spark plug. So that's actually, doesn't really matter, I just want to see a spark. Back into the computer and disable the injectors, and I'll turn off the fuel pump, because every time I reset it, it primes. I changed it down to 2 seconds for priming instead of 4. But yeah, I think we've got a bit of a leak here too on the fuel, just around the filter. I don't think I've actually tightened it properly yet. Alright, so I just checked it with a constant power, and that is an earth, 4.4. We're getting earthed. We are getting earthed. We're going to check the coils. I need to have the ignition on to check the plug for the power, because obviously it's done by relays, and when the ignition is on, then it's got power. Which, if I end up putting the power up here, that's exactly what would happen. So let's go turn the ignition on, Might actually put the charger on so we keep the volts up. Alright, so I've got the coil connected, I've got a lead on that, and then just resting that. I should check if that's an earth. Put the power on. Yeah, we got an earth. I've got my switch. So let's see if we get a spark. No spark. I want to see if I can do it from the actual coil without having this lead in it. So we eliminate the lead, make sure that the lead's okay to use later on with the timing light. Right, so I just tried it down there on a bit of bare metal, diagnose what's going on. Let's see if there's power to there, because there should be right now. It might not be, might be switched off from the, because that's actually still power from the original system. It's not hooked up to here yet or anything like that, so could be that, could be the earth. Alright, so when I crank it, that only gets, it goes to -0.2. Screw it, I'm going to cut the power from here and run it up to here. It's relayed and it's fused. I think there's one other thing that is on that same circuit. Alright, so here's the coils. Green ones I've done, that's the triggers. The earth, so these are ground earth, ground engine, sorry. So we've got them going across there. Red and yellow. Comes up, goes off to the 4, and it goes to the black connector. B22, brown connector, should I say. And it's number 4. That should be easy. Can't find it, but on the Heltec wiring, it says to run, I think the coils, the injectors, and the power to the ECU all on the same circuit. So it's getting the same power. We're just splitting it off there. So I can't see why that wouldn't work. And then if that doesn't work, that's got to be the earth. Alright, so that's what I was talking about. So we've got the relay for the ECU, which is fused to ignition and fused power. And that runs off. Injectors and a coil. So that is 12 volt. I haven't done injectors yet. Well, the whole going through the connectors to keep it all neat, being able to pull it out, just went out the window when I put this power wire on. I guess we could still undo it from there and just feed it through. But that's onto the injectors, and let's put a fuse in it, and hopefully we don't blow up the car. Yes, we have spark. Alright, so down there. Sick. I'm very happy with that. Alright, so that means I'm going to try the lead in that now. See if it still sparks with the lead on there. If it does, that means we can do the timing light. Yes. Alright, the spark is there, but it's very weak, so we need to work out a better connection from the coil to the lead. Alright boys, we have a light. Sick. Yeah, now we're getting somewhere. Alright, so what I need to do is not much. Take the spark plug off and put that on the spark plug in the engine and point the light down there. It's all still set to 0, so let's see how we go. Alright, just tested it and we are still getting a light. So see where we're at. Might move this light down here so got a bit of better view. Let's see where 0 is too. Might put the white paint on the 0. I can't even see where top dead center is. Or where 0 degrees is. I marked it on the pulley. Where the hell has it gone? Unless I'm like 180 out. Alright boys, so I locked the timing and I got it to negative 57, and that's right on the 0. Is that okay? I was wondering why I couldn't see the line. It was so far advanced, like 90 degrees. There's no way I was 90 degrees out on finding top dead center and marking it. No way. But anyway, I've got the line to mark up the same. To line up the same. I think I've been cranking it too much. Actually I just had to set it to 57 and it went to the line. But then I had, I think it was a 4 degrees cranking difference. Yay. Yeah. 4 degrees. There we are. We're at 20 degrees. So 4 degrees. It had, we get a base. And that's shows you where it is there. 0. So it's 4 degrees back. I'll try it one more time. I'll check it and we'll go from there. I need to tighten up the fuel filter. Definitely getting something out of this episode. That's good. I put the coil back in. I'm pretty sure that's timing done. We're good there. Alright boys, so I've tightened up the fuel line. This was a little bit loose and on the other side as well. That's tight. Let's put the other pipe back on. It's got the air temp sensor in it. And turn the injectors on and the pump. Alright boys, so I'm not using the switch at the moment. I've put the double one back on, so I'm going to be using the key. So I'll have you guys out here and do everything there, and I'll crank it over and see if we get a pop and a bang. And alright boys, here we go. First attempt tonight at starting it. Heard a little bit of a pop there. That may have been some fuel that went past the injector. Check the injectors for their 12 volts. Alright boys, let's do this again. Let's check the voltage at the injector. If it's not correct, we'll do another wire from there. Now we do have the purge control on the same wiring, and idle control, which I don't have connected anymore. Yeah. Alright, just checked the injector wiring on number 2, and we're at 1.2 volts. So we're gonna get a 12 volt to that. Alright guys, so I've done the injectors to a 12 volt. On that same system is the idle air control and the purge. I've just disconnected it, so I'm not going to blow it up if it needs a 5 volt. I do have a spare 5 volt over there. I could bring over for it. And I just need to chuck a fuse in there and we'll try again. Right boys, just checked number 2, and we have 12 volts at the injector, or at the plug. So I guess it's time to try to fire it up once again. I smell something. It was a puff, wasn't it? that would be exhaust down that way. Definitely smells like exhaust. Doesn't smell like fire. Don't know. We might be 360 out on the timing. I'll add 360 to it and see. There's things that keep coming up saying 360, so I'll give that a go. Alright boys, we are getting there. I actually need to go through all the tables now and put all the data in. So we've got the 12 volts to the coils and to the injectors now. So we are all good there. Just need to get all the fueling, cranking and everything like that done. So I'm going to take this inside now. It's already quite late. I think it's like 11:30. And have a little play tonight. And obviously tomorrow. Hopefully we get a first start. Alrighty guys, it's the next day and I'm actually not going to do anything tonight on the fuzz. Been doing 12:30, 1 o'clock nights all week on this and I'm wrecked. So I'm going to have a break tonight, just edit this video and get back to it over the weekend. Now today at work I was playing around with the tune, so fingers crossed we can get this started over the weekend. So Monday episode, fingers crossed we get a first start. So guys, if you enjoyed this episode, give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't yet, please consider hitting that subscribe button. We've got some good things coming. Thanks for watching and I'll catch you next episode. Bye. GoPro, stop recording.